You walk out of a dark room into bright sunlight and ACHOO! Every single time. You always assumed everyone did this. Here's the twist. Right now, about a third of you are nodding and the rest are completely lost, wondering what on earth I'm talking about. That's the strange thing about this one. It splits the room, and the people who do it have no idea it's not the sun's fault at all. So here's what's really going on, and it has nothing to do with the sun itself. Not the heat, not the brightness burning your eyes. It's a case of crossed wires inside your head. Two of your nerves happen to be next-door neighbors. One is the optic nerve, which reacts to light. When the sun hits your eyes, it fires to tell your pupils to shrink. The other is the trigeminal nerve, which handles sensation in your face, including that tickle in your nose that triggers a sneeze. They run right beside each other in crowded quarters. And in about a third of people, when the optic nerve fires hard at a burst of bright light, some of that signal leaks across to the sneeze nerve next door. Your brain gets a message that says bright light and misreads it as something in the nose, so it sneezes. Your eyes, essentially, made your nose do something. Which leaves a wonderfully strange question. Why would evolution wire it this way at all? Now, why only some people? Because this quirk is written into your genes. The photic sneeze reflex runs in families. It's what scientists call autosomal dominant, which is a fancy way of saying, if one of your parents has it, you've got about a 50-50 chance of having it too. So this isn't a habit you picked up. You were born a sun sneezer, or you weren't. Think about your own family for a second. If you do this, there's a good chance one of your parents does the exact same thing, maybe in the exact same way, the same number of sneezes, triggered by the same kind of light. It's a tiny inherited signature, passed down quietly through generations, most families never even noticing they all share it. And it's far more common than you'd guess. Somewhere between 1 in 5 and 1 in 3 people have it. There are entire dinner tables where half the family sneezes at the sun and no one has ever once talked about it. And here's what I love most about this one. It's one of the oldest unsolved little mysteries in science. Over 2,000 years ago, Aristotle sat and wondered about it. He asked, in writing, why looking at the sun makes us sneeze. His guess? The heat of the sun on the nose. A reasonable idea for the time. But then, about 2,000 years later, the philosopher Francis Bacon did something beautifully simple to test it. He stepped out into the sun, but with his eyes closed. The heat was still there, on his face, on his nose, but the sneeze? Gone. No light reaching the eyes, no sneeze. In one elegant move, with no equipment at all, Bacon proved it wasn't the heat. It was the light and the eyes. That's the scientific method in miniature, done 400 years ago over a sneeze. And here's the humbling part. Even now, with all our brain scans and genetics, we still haven't fully cracked it. The exact mechanism remains, officially, unexplained. A puzzle that has outlasted some of the greatest minds who ever lived. And it lives inside a third of the people watching this. So let's go a little deeper into why these wires cross in the first place. Your trigeminal nerve is the biggest, busiest nerve in your face. A massive branching cable that handles sensation for your eyes, your nose, your jaw, all at once. It's crowded in there. Signals are flying everywhere. And when a flood of bright light triggers a strong, sudden command to constrict your pupils, that's a big electrical event happening right next to all the nose and face wiring. In some people, the insulation between these channels is just a little more leaky. The pupil shrinking signal is so loud that the nearby sneeze circuit picks up the echo and fires. It's a bit like a phone line with crossed wires where you faintly hear someone else's conversation. Your nose is overhearing a message that was meant for your pupils, and it responds the only way it knows how, with a sneeze. It's not a malfunction exactly. It's just biology being wonderfully imperfect, packing so much wiring into so small a space that sometimes the signals bleed.
And the people who study this had a sense of humor about it. The official medical name for sun sneezing is a mouthful: autosomal dominant compelling helio-ophthalmic outburst. Read the first letters of that. ACHOO. ACHOO. Yes. Scientists reverse-engineered a formal name so that its acronym literally spells the sound of a sneeze. That's the level of joy hiding in this topic. And there are odd little details. It usually comes in a fixed burst. Some people always sneeze once, others always twice, others a reliable 3 times, like a personal signature. After a burst, there's often a refractory period, a window where the sun won't set you off again for a while. And it's not only the sun. A camera flash, stepping into a bright bathroom, sunlight bouncing off snow or water can all do it. Anything that floods the eyes with a sudden change from dark to bright. It's not the sun your body is reacting to, it's the surprise of the light. So, does it actually do anything useful?
Honestly, probably not. And that's worth saying plainly, because your body is full of things that aren't neat little survival tools. This is very likely just a harmless quirk, a side effect of how tightly your facial nerves are packed together, riding along on your genes for no grand reason at all. Some researchers have wondered if there's a hidden logic, maybe an ancient way of clearing the nose when moving into open, bright air, or a leftover from some reflex we no longer need. But the honest answer is that no one has shown it does anything important. And there's something freeing in that. Not everything your body does is a message or a mission. Sometimes it's just a beautiful little glitch, a quirk of wiring that a third of humanity happens to carry, and that connected Aristotle, Francis Bacon, and you across thousands of years, all sneezing at the same sun.
So the next time you step into the sun and your nose explodes without warning, and if you're one of the lucky third, you know exactly what I mean. You can smile at what's really happening. Your eyes just whispered to your nose across a set of crossed wires you inherited from someone you love. A quirk so old that Aristotle wrote about it, and one of the fathers of science tested it in his own backyard. Now, one small practical note, because it matters for one situation. For most of life, sun sneezing is completely harmless, just funny. But there's one moment to be aware of: driving. Coming out of a tunnel into blinding sun or glancing toward a low sun on the road can set off a burst right when your eyes should be open and on the road. If that's you, a good pair of sunglasses, ready before you hit the bright light, is a genuinely smart move. Beyond that, enjoy it. You're carrying a little piece of unsolved science in your face, and every sunny sneeze is you setting it off. Your body is full of these quirks. Quiet, involuntary, inherited. Most of them stranger and older than you'd ever guess. This was just one of them. Subscribe, and every week we'll decode another. And if you sneezed just thinking about the sun right now, you're very welcome. See you there, somebody.